Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're on the Thairish Sun here in Koh Samui, and this is part 2 of our real cost of Thailand series. In part 1 we had a look at all things food. In part 3 we're going to consider things all things liquid. As for this one, part 2 is going to consider all things sweet here in Thailand. So I'll cut straight to the chase and say that if you're from Ireland or the UK and you're a chocoholic, you're going to be disappointed. In all honesty, it's not that bad. It's just not the same. Some of the classics like Snickers, Kit Kats and M&Ms are available everywhere, as well as a couple of high-end surprises like Toblerone and Ferrero Rocher. You'll also see some Maltesers or Dairy Milk quite a bit, but compared to back home, the selection is fairly poor and repetitive across all the different shops. You won't see any double-deckers, flakes, twirls, Boost, Galaxy or Lion bars, to mention a few. These top bars for 10 baht actually taste a lot like a Lion bar, with a lower standard of chocolate. These are good. The going rate for decent chocky is between 25 and 35 baht in the shops. If crisps are your weakness, you can forget Tato, Walkers, Smiths, Monster Munch, Quavers, Squares, Frazzles, Bacon or Scampi fries, again to name a few. The dominant brand here is some Lay's rip-off or sister company, with the smallest bag starting at just 5 baht. You can also get Pringles. Then there's a few Asian style flavours, fish sauces, prawn, etc. if you fancy something new. So let's talk biscuits, and again, in most cases your favourites from home are not going to be available. Oreo are available in almost every shop, and if you look about you'll sometimes see a pack of McVitie's chocolate digestives or rich tea. But the good news is that the Thai biscuits are quite nice and all pretty cheap. These coconut ones are a favourite of mine when I'm having a cheat day. They are lacking in a quality chocolate biscuit though. The nut selection is fairly extensive and range in price from 10 baht for your working man's peanuts and broad beans up to 35 or more for your high-so almonds, cashews and pistachios. They also have sunflower seeds and pumpkin kernels, as well as quite a few seaweed based items which sell from 10 to 40 baht a bag. As you can see, the ice cream situation is pretty solid and the prices aren't bad either. You've plenty of options from 15 baht. A Cornetto or Oreo is 20-25 and a Magnum's going to set you back 40 to 50 baht depending on the flavour you choose. In terms of desserts, bakeries like the one behind me will do you a croissant, a pain au chocolat, a cookie or a brownie for a 40 to 50 baht. If you want a fresh cream bun, you're likely to pay more like 100 baht. And in most of the English places, you get like an apple crumble or an apple pie with cream or custard for around 120 to 150 baht. The most expensive dessert that I've seen in this area was at 70 Fahrenheit, where I believe it was 260 baht a head. Now, while that sounds very expensive for Thailand, when you transfer it over to euro, it's about €7. And I think in a decent restaurant back home, you wouldn't bat an eyelid at paying €7 for a nice dessert. Finally, let's talk about jellies and candy. The options here are pretty good. Haribo and some Thai brands are available. Cola bottles, jelly bears, sour sweets, fruit sweets. If you like this kind of stuff, you've a fair bit to choose from. Now I should mention a shop called Villa Market, who have stores in Phuket and Bangkok for sure, maybe some other places too. Very expensive, but fantastic selection of imported sweets, chocolate and even some great frozen imports, wall sausages, back bacon, bird's eye fish fingers and the likes. So the closest thing that we have here in Koh Samui is Tops Market, which has actually just changed its name to the Central Food Hall. Now this is a very nice supermarket, but compared to Villa Market, it's not really in the same league in terms of imported goods. We will take a better look at Sangsum and Schweppes Manao in the episode on drink. For the time being, this Sangsum and Schweppes Manao, cheers, is for the 30 people who have subscribed since I last did one of these drinking shout outs, and it's also for all the regulars who have been coming week after week, watching, liking, commenting. Thanks very much guys. Sangsum and Manao. I know a lot of people when they come here they bring the chocky with them in their suitcase, crisps and that, because not only is the selection not as good, although the wrappers are exactly the same and it's made by the same company, the recipe is slightly different, I guess. Even between English and Irish chocolate there's a difference, but you can really taste the difference. So that's sweets. So how much you spend in this department is obviously going to depend on how much chocolate and sweets you eat, but it's also going to depend largely on the types of bars that you eat. Back home, two friends go into a shop to get a chocolate bar, bag of crisps and a small pack of jellies, could expect to spend the same amount of money, almost to a penny. Over here, so let's say for example one night I decide to get a top bar, which is like the Thai Lion bar, a small pack of the Jelly Bears and the smallest pack of Lay's crisps. I've spent 20 baht. The following night, if I go and get a Twix, a pack of Pringles and the sour jellies, which are 15 baht, I've now spent more than 90 baht. It's 4.5 times more for essentially the same thing. So the choices you make are obviously like anything in life. And so that's sweets in Thailand, guys. If you like this video, please do subscribe, like it, comment. Let's see if we can get YouTube to finally send one of our videos out there. Take care, and we'll see you again next week.